Welcome to the Shimmy Mob Spotlights. I am so excited to have our guest today, Jenney, all the way from Parma, Ohio. Hi, Ali. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you. I'm very excited to have you here and to give you a spotlight. As you know, I'm doing this little series to spotlight some of the people who have participated in Shimmy Mob, and I'm so happy that you submitted an application to be part of this because from the application I see you have quite the story. And would you be willing to share a little bit about your story, what you submitted, and tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. I actually started belly dancing when I was 3 years old, and I'm 26, so it's been quite a few years. And I found Shimmy Mob through a mutual friend, and from that point, my mom and I actually belly danced together, and then she was a victim of domestic violence in 2014. And so she performed with us in 2015 for Shimmy Mob, and I branched out kind of on my own to further gain more publicity for Shimmy Mob, and also to try to help as many other domestic violence victims as I could too through it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I mean, it's really sad that that's a situation that got you into it, but you're doing good work. So you also put something in your application that you were involved in a car accident, and tell us about, or was it? Yeah, was it a car accident?
I was actually rear-ended by a semi-truck, and I was completely stopped, and the truck was going about 50 miles per hour when he rammed into the back of my car. And as a result, I ended up miscarrying because I was pregnant at the time.
Oh.
And I was diagnosed with PTSD. And it's been hard. It's been really hard trying to recover, but definitely belly dancing in general has helped me. It's been a form of therapy for me. So,
when did this happen?
It happened in 2013.
So it was only like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned that you were told that you could never dance again?
Yeah. At one point, I had a doctor tell me that I would never dance again, at least not at the full capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not accept that as an answer. I had to do aquatic therapy, physical therapy, and it took a lot. I had to really overcome kind of like myself and the self-doubt, as well as having a doctor doubt me and my ability to. And as a result of like pushing and really fighting to get back to it, I ended up becoming a teacher, a belly dance teacher. So
that's fantastic. So how long would you say it took from when you had the accident to the point where you started dancing again and feeling like, okay, this is actually, I am fully functioning? Do you feel you're back at 100% now?
No, I will. I'll never be at 100%. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
I already have arthritis in my back from the accident and issues with my neck. But it took about, I would say, a year and a half of the therapies and everything to get kind of back to dancing again.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So also on your application, you mentioned that you have found belly dance to be very therapeutic.
Yes.
So I've had that experience myself, but I'd like to hear from you and the people that are watching this. How has belly dance been therapeutic? In which way? Because maybe this can encourage some people in your area to come take lessons with you, right?
Right.
Maybe thinking I'm not in a mental state, because you mentioned PTSD. So it's not just a physical injury, but it was also a mental injury, right? When we think about how it affects our brain, the stress that it causes. So how would you say belly dance helped you go through and deal with it personally? How did it help you?
It helped me as far as giving me something to look forward to, like a goal to achieve. It also helped me because I was able to modify a lot of the movements to get back to kind of where I'm at now.
Mhm.
Um, but therapeutic wise, it was good to just be around people and to share my story too, because I know I'm not the only person out there that has PTSD. And, you know, it comes from domestic violence, it comes from car accidents, it comes from a lot of different variables. And the thing is that for me, it was super therapeutic just to like hear the music and get back into it. Like it, I would say that like belly dance for me is like ingrained like in my soul. So it definitely, if you develop the love for it and you can find kind of a reason to dance. Like for me, it was like I absolutely had to dance no matter what. I wasn't going to take no for an answer.
Mhm.
And just the movements are therapeutic. And I've been able to develop kind of like my own modifications for a lot of the movements, but it helps other people too who have physical ailments or anything like that. But I guess because I used it as a form of therapy, because like when you sit down with a therapist and you're talking about everything, like once you leave, sometimes you're better, sometimes you're worse.
Mhm.
And with belly dance, you can do it literally all the time. Like I do it in my car even. So
A
I'm
lot of people
safe
do
when
it
I
in
do
the
it.
car.
Yeah.
Keep the hands on the steering wheel.
So it's
Sitting at the stoplight going, oh, speakers.
yeah, exactly. I think a few people have filmed me too, so so there might be a video out there of me dancing in my car.
Oh, that is awesome. So you inspire people even when you're driving.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that is awesome. Yeah, I find that, I think that the part of the therapy itself is, so I've gone through this myself. If I may add to what you were saying, what I found personally is that just the fact that we're moving, even
Hmm.
if it is through pain, even if it is through psychological, whatever is going on, the music and the movement is a distraction from whatever else is going. So when you're dancing, you can't think of anything else. You can't be depressed when you're dancing,
Right,
right?
right.
Because you're so caught up with the music and you're so caught up with uh, the focus of your movements and what you're doing or your expression or whatever it is that you're doing that moment, or maybe it's just creating the movement for your next dance, whatever, right? So that's
Yeah,
yeah. So that so I'm totally with you. I'm totally 100% on dance is therapeutic, and you're so inspiring. Your story is so inspiring, and I hope that the people watching that have never danced before, that maybe feel they're too old, or they feel like they have all these aches and pains, and or they feel they're not in a mental state where they could actually dance, you are the proof, living proof that this is actually what would help them get better. And they can
right,
do it. And like you said, it's not a dance form that could, that would hurt you. You can adapt the moves. It's such a gentle dance form that really, like you said, if you can adapt it, anybody can do it, right? So
right.
so this is fantastic. So Ali, if people want to get in touch with you and they want to take lessons with you, you are teaching, is it in Parma in Ohio? Where,
It's actually in Amherst, Ohio, which is in Lorain County,
okay.
and it's at a yoga studio. The yoga studio is called Threads of Wellness. And I also do private lessons, and I can be found on Facebook with Belly Dance with Allie is what the name is.
That's awesome. That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to share with, before we go, that you'd like to share with the audience?
Um, I guess mostly is that there's a preconceived notion with belly dance that you even like you have to have previous dance experience. And the thing is with Shimmy Mob, it's so welcoming to all levels of dance. And for me personally, when I teach belly dance, I actually use like a fusion of modern music to even make it more relatable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, belly dance is just, it's amazing, and it really saved my life.
That is fantastic. And it's, I've heard that from other people as well, how it saved them. So Thank you so much for being the guest in the spotlight. And I wish you much success. So once again, for people watching this, if you are in the area, do go find Ali. You can find her. You can find her on Facebook right now on Belly Dance with Ali, or at the yoga studio, which you mentioned. Does the yoga studio have a website that they can? Do you know the website of the yoga studio?
I believe it's threadsofwellness.com.
Okay, perfect. So now you know where to find Ali. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful to have you.
Thank you so much, too. Thank you for doing this
You're
for
very
us.
welcome. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching the Shimmy Mob Video Spotlight series. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment below. And if you would like to be featured in the future, send us an email at shimmymob@gmail.com.